as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention, more people.
Can anyone catch him? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still...
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Going for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Smith. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the fullback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the air, it's Willis. It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First and goal, Michigan.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Michigan 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Give to the big fullback. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Try to barge their way in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Bulldozes his way through. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. The give to the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Brought down at the 7-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Yankee blue, green 25.
From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Terrier. Spire.
Looking downfield, it's Willis. Feeling some heat. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. On the return, it's Smith. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Okay, ready?
Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Man, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game.
Intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. Football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big returner, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive, find those couple plays you like, push the ball down the field, at least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Willis. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. One more snap coming before halftime.
Easy.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
The give to the tailback. stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Fires to the right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Got room at the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a path.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
And back to the air on second down. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
Razor, razor. Terrier, terrier. Dino. Hawk, hawk. Go. Ready, go.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures.
Gorilla.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Fires to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the 1st.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Fires left. How about that play to get a hit? See a completion.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They want to just keep throwing it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
On the double.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over LSU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job of limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Can't get him to the ground. Inside the 40. He's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Fire!
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This late in the season, everybody's looking for that statement to make to the committee. This running game about to finish off quite an impressive point.
Yeah, and I think later in the season when it gets colder outside and you're fatigued a little bit, when you can lean on your ground game, you can show you're an elite team and you prove your way into the playoffs. Nice statement at the end of the season.
They're the higher-ranked team coming into this one for a reason, guys. And it's like a closing argument to the year, right? You're obviously building your resume all throughout going back to week 1. But to do it like this late in the season, running the ball, that's a statement that the committee, they just can't ignore.
He wants to throw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow. And obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver. And the defense able to come away with the INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This one is pretty much looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has